good morning or whatever time you are looking at this introduction. But this is the video that'll kind of walk you through what we're doing this week. So I'll go through each slide for the week and each activity so that you know what's coming, what you have expected, and what your due dates will be for each given assignment. So let's do this. So on your home screen, you'll have two videos. This is a stand-in right now, but it will be actually this weekly summary video. And then this little video right here is just kind of a quick clip of my classroom all set up. I actually did this last year, and my room looks a little bit different now. Feel free to look it over. On Monday, I'm going to introduce you to our primary sources activity. And so this video will kind of walk you through what I'm expecting of you. If you'd rather read the transcript than watch the video, you have that right there. But you're going to look at these Google Slides that I've linked in the document, and I'll also have them linked on Google Classroom. And that'll have some primary sources about me and my life. And then there will also be a Google Doc linked on Google Classroom that you can fill out with at least 3 inferences that you're going to make about me based on this presentation. So try and just take that information into account when you're making those inferences. You'll also be able to find a lot of this stuff in the useful links tab that I'll show you in just a little bit. On Tuesday, we're going to introduce ourselves using Flipgrid. And if you haven't used Flipgrid before, that's okay. I've got the walkthrough and everything. There's an instruction sheet right here that tells you exactly what I'm expecting from your video. And then I have a Flipgrid introductions video that you can watch. That's just me kind of going through what we're doing today. And then again, the transcript if you'd like it. This link right here will show you how to use Flipgrid if you never have, and there's a video that'll walk you through it and also just step-by-step instructions, so however you want to go about that. And when you get done with that, I want you to fill out this Google form. There's some additional information that I don't need you to present to the whole class, but will help me as your teacher. So fill that out. And then if you have extra time, I'd like you to go to the library website and check out the ebook offerings so that you can get yourself set up with an independent reading book, which we'll start using next week. Now then, on Wednesday, there is a welcome letter and some slideshow time for you to make your own presentation with primary documents. But just so you know, we have the welcome letter video. You can do one, the other, or both, but I've got this welcome letter here that kind of introduces you to who I am as a person and what the class is going to be like and why I chose that and all that good information. This video has mostly the same information. I do tell you some stories from my childhood that are really just embarrassing for me, but why not? You guys have to get to know me sometime, and I'm kind of embarrassing. Now, I do have a Google form for today as well. So after you've watched the video or read the letter or done both, you can ask some questions that I didn't answer that you still have about me or the class or really anything. It's anonymous. You can fill it out. You can ask as many questions as you want, and then I'll respond accordingly. So just fill that out when you get a chance. Now, Thursday's activity is we're going to do a Google Meet. So I've set that up for 1:30 to 2:30, which is my 6th-hour class period anyway. So if you're in my 6th hour, that time should be open for you. But for everybody else, if you don't make the Google Meet session, that's totally fine. I'm just going to record it as well. So whoever isn't there, all you have to do is watch that video. You'll also be able to see the syllabus so you can look at it yourself. And then will be a really good time for you to ask questions that you have for me. Any additional time that you have on top of all this, I want you to spend working on your primary documents presentation because that will be due Saturday morning at 8 a.m. So I'm giving you until the end of the week, but it does need to happen. Now, if you want to join the Google Meet, you can either click on this box right here or scan this QR code and it'll take you right to it on your phone. And then eventually this little video box right here will be the recording for the Google Meet. So if you miss it, you can come back here about probably 4 p.m. that same day and that'll be uploaded there. And then when we're on Friday, which is, your last day of classes for the week, so you will have made it through an entire week of remote learning in this new format. I've got 2 Google Form surveys for you. The first is going to tell me kind of what e-learning was like last year. And I get that for some of you, it's just super messy. None of us are really prepared for it the way that we would want to be. But be honest, tell me what worked, tell me what didn't. And then the second will give me an insight into your reading habits and your interests so that I can help make suggestions for those of you who are having trouble finding books. So you'll let me know what you're reading starting next week. And if you don't know, that's not the end of the world. I will help you, figure that out. So you're not on your own for that. And then this little video box right here will be the summary of the week that kind of just walks you through what your expectations were, all your due dates, everything that you would need once you're done with everything. Okay, now useful links. We have the Google Classroom link, Flipgrid. I do link again the ebooks, and I have some audiobooks, like for the same reason you're going to want to do independent reading. I don't really care which you choose. Ebooks and audiobooks both work great for me. I've linked again my presentation that's about me with primary sources, and then this Google Hangouts and this Gmail link will take you directly to a conversation with me, either an email if you have a lot, or a Hangout if you just have something real quick. In the future, this archive section will have previous weeks. So right now I've just put like little sample week boxes, and this kind of like just tells you what this will be. I might change the wording here before you actually get to see this presentation, but don't worry about that. But either way, say you missed an assignment from a previous week, you'll click on the week here. You'll see the same format of a previous week's slides. You'll go right there and figure it out. And then there is a notes section, which I'm mostly going to be keeping. You don't have access to like seeing it in presentation, but you might be able to see it in view format. But really, it'll just be how I'm kind of keeping track of what's working each week, what we might be struggling with, and what I could be doing to help us have a better remote learning experience. So that's week 1. If you have any questions about the overall week or want to work ahead or anything like that, you have all of my contact information and useful links. And I hope you have a fantastic week.